Hey brawlers, Darkus4434 for the Bakugan Info Squad here, and what you're seeing is not a hoax. Pyrus Cross Dragonoid and Pyrus Helios Mk2. I got these from a Bakugan pack called the Bakugan Evolution Entry Value Pack, something along those lines. A lot of people have bought it already though. It comes with 6 Bakugan, 6 gate cards, and 12 ability cards. For the record, I'm not actually reading that. I'm guessing by the numbers. But anyway, we got a picture of Cross Dragonoid, Master Engram, Knight Percival, and Helios Mk2 on the box, along with all the brawlers, Gus, and Spectra. On the side, it's got a Cross Dragonoid, Shoot, which is what they say instead of Brawl, Pop Out, and Battle. And then they show the Helios Mk2 ability card, Cross Dragonoid ability card. And then there's Dan and Cross Dragonoid again. And then, it says the same thing on the top and all there. So, it also came up with some packaging, if you can see through those holes there. But first off, I'm going to start with the ability card, the gate cards, and then the ability cards. Silver gate card, Helios Mk2. There's a picture with Cyborg Helios, or Helios Mk2, I can't tell which, and over a bunch of broken Bakugan, mechanical, of course. 180 Pyrus is highlighted, and the rest of them are just 20, so it gives a good advantage to Pyrus Helios Mk2. Next we have is Cross Dragonoid. Great picture of Cross Dragonoid there. That's from when he first turned into Cross Dragonoid, if I'm not wrong. Highlighted is 160 to Pyrus, 60 to Aquos, whatever you want to say, 80 Subterra, 120 Helios, 140 Darkus, and 100 Ventus. We got a gold gate here with Monorus on it, a little inverted, different colors, Monorus. Gate Mantha. If your Bakugan has less than 360 power level, you may get 200 plus, which means if you have a Bakugan that's less than 360 G power, you get an extra 200 along with your gate bonus. 160 to Pyrus, 40 to Aquos, 100 to Subterra, 80 to Helios. Highlighted is Darkus at 120 and 160 to Ventus, which is the highest. We got another gold gate here with, I think that's Brachium or Graphius, with Energize. If you have more than one ability card in your used ability slot and the gate cards in your winning slot, you choose one ability from your used ability slot and get it back to the ability slot. Meaning, if you have more used abilities than gate cards 1, you get one of your used abilities back. 100 to Pyrus, 80 to Aquos, 0 to Subterra, 200 to Helios, highlighted is Darkus with 140, and 40 to Ventus. So good for a brawler like me, especially against my friend Michael's cousin, I'm assuming, Seth. Super Phantom, picture of Metal Fencer or Spider Fencer on there. If the Bakugan has more than 400 G power, it cannot get any judge points. Meaning, if you have Bakugan over 400 G power, you don't get any G power boosts. 100 to Aquos and Pyrus, 200 to Ventus and Subterra. Highlighted Helios gets 160 along with Darkus. And the last gate card here is another copper one with, I forget what it's, I think it's Hexados, but it's called Minus Gate. In this battle, you have to subtract the judge point from your power level, which means you will lose G power. Minus 40 to Pyrus, minus 100 to Aquos, minus 120 to Subterra, minus 60 to Helios, highlighted as Darkus with minus 80, and minus 20 for Ventus. Now on to the ability cards. I love the back to these ability cards actually. They look more like they do in the anime. I may actually start using these just like, say, ability activate, put this card and then actually use my ability card. And also, they're a bit smaller than the gate cards, I've noticed. But anyway, we've got a red ability here. It's called Hexback. Picture of Carl's Nut. I'm not sure. Ventus. All attribute Bakugan may use this ability. Use before rolling. If your Bakugan doesn't stand, you may roll it again. So it's just, if you don't stand the first time, re-roll. Taking you with me is a picture of a Subterra fortress. Well, trap kind, not the Bakugan kind. All attribute Bakugan may use this ability. Use before rolling. If you miss to roll Bakugan, you may choose one opponent's standing Bakugan and move it back to him. So if I roll and I miss, my opponent loses the Bakugan that's already standing. The next red ability has a picture of Pyrus, Viper Helios, a little anime, actually different, or Marble Open different. Rainbow Portal. Only Aquas and Ventus Bakugan can use this ability. Use before rolling. If your Bakugan is in Pyrus, Subterra, or Darkus, you can roll twice in your turn. So, if I roll Aquas Bakugan with a Pyrus in I'm guessing my used or unused pile, then I can roll twice. The last red has a picture of Harpus getting sucked into some kind of void, it looks like. Color void. All attribute Bakugan may use this. Use before rolling. If your opponent has more gate cards in his winning slot, you may use one opponent's standing Bakugan and change it to attribute what you want. This fact will only last one turn. So, if I'm brawling and my opponent has more gate cards won, then I can change his Bakugan to whatever attribute I want for the turn. Starting with the blue ability cards now, we've got a picture of Neo Dragonoid coming out of some lava, it looks like. Graveyard Fire. All attribute Bakugan may use this during a battle. Your Bakugan gets judge point according to the attribute. 200 to Pyrus, 140 to Aquas, 60 to Subterra, 20 to Helios, 100 to Darkus, and 80 to Ventus. Next is Graveyard Howl. Same thing as before. 10 to Pyrus, 120 to Aquas, 140 to Subterra, 80 to Helios, 60 to Darkus, and 200 to Ventus. And then we've got Graveyard Candle, same thing as before, and with 80 to Pyrus, 60 to Aquas, 120 to Subterra, 200 to Helios, 140 to Darkus, and 20 to Ventus. I think this is our last blue ability. Yes, it is. It's called PIP. All attribute Bakugan may use this for a battle. Your Bakugan will get judge point according to attribute. 80 to Pyrus, Subterra, and Darkus, and 100 to Aquas, Ventus, and Helios. Now we get to my favorite color ability cards for them. We got green ones. I'm not sure what this says because it doesn't have English translations like the other one, but I'm assuming it's Master Ingram. All attribute Master Ingram can use this, I'm guessing. And your Master Ingram gets 200 G power. And then we got Cross Dragonoid, same deal as before for Cross Dragonoid, and then 200 to Cross Dragonoid. Same thing for Helios. And finally we have Night Percival, which is pretty much the same, except your Night Percival gets 300 G power. Now, before I run out of time, we've got time to move on to the good part. I'll do Cross Dragonoid first. When actually this wing closes, the one on the right, it spins. And that is cool, I think, for the Pyrus Cross Dragonoid. I'm guessing all can do that. And it's got 540 G power, if you can see that. The thing about the Japanese Bakugan actually is that they have a low G power. But to close Cross Dragonoid, you gotta put the tail in, move the head in behind that, put the and then put all the wings in, with the bottom two being last. I love the texture on this, or the way it looks actually. It looks like the Neo Dragonoid top and then an extra two wings at the bottom. It has an MG, which I'm fairly sure stands for magnet, at the bottom. And then that's all there really is to him, a Pyrus symbol on him. And then he's got a little tail down here. I guess that's just to help standing when not on a gate card. And then got Helios Mk2, my favorite Bakugan that I got from this pack, with all this silver lining along with the black and red. It's got a little chest laser there that's purple, you can see that. But it has 540 G, like I said, low G powers. To close him, also he has little extra wings within his wings. So those are manual parts. To close him, I put the tail back and the chest laser plate up, put the head back, and then push both of the wings in. And it is not Battle Gear compatible, but they have remade Helios Mk2 to where he is. Thanks for watching this video, you guys. I got this from a website that has Japanese Bakugan on it, if you want one too. It was a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. So, for the Bakugan Info Squad, it's Darkus4434, signing.